It says the clerk, it's 3 o'clock, and we're here on March 19th for our Education, Environment, Sustainability meeting. Can I have a roll call?
And just as a reminder to all who are in attendance, this meeting is being recorded and live streamed on the county's YouTube page. Calling the roll, Ms. Simon.
Here.
Mr. Schlepper.
Here.
Mr. Hauser. Here. Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones is absent at the moment. Mr. Miller.
Present.
There is a quorum.
Thank you. Any comment
No, Madam Chair, no
from
one
the
is signed
public?
in.
We have minutes from March 5th. Can I have a motion to approve the minutes? Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
It's approved. First item, 2025-0081.
Resolution number 2025-0081, awarding a total sum not to exceed $10,000 to the Black Environmental Leaders Association for the Jacqueline E. Gillen Annual Scholarship Celebration from the District 9 ARPA Community Grant Fund.
Good afternoon.
Okay, there we go. Oh, yeah, now I can hear me. Good afternoon. Thank you so much, Council Chair Sunny Simon, to all the council members. Thank you for hearing and for considering this support of the Black Environmental Leaders Association Scholarship Luncheon. It is an honor to be here to speak with you all about this particular event because it is an honor. My name is Samia Bray. I serve as co-director along with David Wilson, and we both serve in legacy of Jacqueline E. Gillen. And so many people do know Jackie, but just to tell you a little bit about her, she was a stalwart supporter of the environmental movement, specifically in the green space. And she helped to found our organization 7 years ago. It was her, along with some other people, who made it possible for that to exist. And so as she transitioned, one of the things that we thought is there's a couple ways that we can do it. We didn't have millions of dollars to build a library in her name, but what we did have is our voice, our community, and the opportunity to celebrate whenever we could. And so one place that you'll see celebration is on the corner of 117th and Kinsman. There is a mural there in her memory. It's a bright blue mural with a beautiful woman of color, and that is Jackie Gillen. Another way is a series of celebrations that we did do many years ago. And then now what we've done is each year we do a celebration of 10 young people. Each one of the young people receive a scholarship of $1,000, and this is to support their journey in the sustainable space. So that's everything within the built and the natural environment. That's everything from STEM to engineering to political science. And what we find is many times people get encouraged to do other careers, but we want to continue to support young people and engage them and excite them about continuing in this space of sustainability and environment. And so that's the presentation that I have for today, because that's what this is for, and I am open to any questions that you all might have.
Thank you. Good seeing you. Any
You as well.
questions? Okay, no, I've been to this event. It's fantastic, and I appreciate you coming before us with this request to continue the actual event and to enable and encourage young people to find a career possibly in sustainability. So we will, I'll make a motion to move this out of the committee for 3 readings.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So what happens, this will be read 3 times, and then in the 3rd reading, it will be most likely be passed by the full council, and staff will get a hold of you.
Wonderful.
When's the next event? In spring of next year?
Yes.
Yes.
We do it the first Tuesday of every February to kick off Black History Month.
Right. Okay, thank you.
Thank you for your support.
Good to see you. Next item.
Resolution number 2025-0097, awarding a total sum not to exceed $20,000 to Swing Fi Swing Social Fellowship, Greater Cleveland Chapter for the Mentoring Achieves Positive Pupils Program from the District 3 ARPA Community Grant Fund.
Okay, who's here? Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Great.
Good afternoon. I'm Sherdina Williams, the president of the Cleveland chapter of Swing Pie Swing. And
My name is Carisla Harris, and I am the chair of Ebony Pearls.
thank you. We did have a PowerPoint presentation that we put together for you all today. Oh, okay, it's up, great. Who we are, this will be just quickly, just so that you can have some additional information. But we are a social fellowship. We are not Greek, we are non-Greek. We emphasize primarily 3 objectives, and that is educational excellence, health and wellness. We also work with communities. We're very hand-on. And we were founded in 1969 at the campus of Winston-Salem University. The Cleveland chapter has been in existence since July of 2023. The things that the Cleveland chapter has been doing that we value and we want you to be aware of is that we have primarily been mentoring. We have 3 girls groups that we mentor now, 2 at FDR and 1 in the community at the Davis Center. The reason that we have grown to 3 girls is because the principal at FDR, after she saw the work that we were doing with the younger girls, asked and reached out to us, will we start one with the older girls? And that is exactly what we have done. It is crucial that we stay in the community because our girls do not just have to attend FDR. The program is designed that once an Ebony Pearl, always an Ebony Pearl. We remain with our girls until they graduate from high school, and we have 1 that we support right now who's at Oberlin College. So we do have our first college young lady that we also mentor. And as you can see, our mission statement is to provide mentoring opportunities that encourage academic excellence in a safe space where students can explore the world, appreciate diverse cultures and communities, and understand the importance of community service. And again, academic excellence, social-emotional learning, building confidence, community service, and real-world experience. Our program encourages and promotes. We take the girls to every event that we can afford to take them to get them experience that they would normally not have. We meet weekly. We also practice our math and our reading skills in a fun environment. We teach life skills such as table etiquette. Whatever we're doing that we have to stop what the girls' needs are, that's what we address. We emphasize and we reward attendance and consistency. And we try to lead this by examples. As swings, we show up. We have a rule with our girls. If any of you are here, at least 2 of us will be here also. So they know that they can count on us, and every week we are there. We volunteer. Our girls have done amazing community service work since our inception. They have volunteered at the county. When you guys sponsored the senior event, our girls stole the show. They did hand care and nail care for the seniors. We have distributed heart health information to the staff at FDR National Heart Day. They served as hostesses for the grand opening of the MLK Library. They conducted a school-wide anti-bullying program, No One Eats Alone, in partnership with Buckeye Health. And our girls also sponsored with us a school-wide event for Career Day. So they got to see different professionals into their school building. Social emotional learning. Our girls, we do one-on-one mentoring so that we can have personalized guidance tailored to each student's need to foster deeper connection and individual support. We do group sessions and peer support. We encourage the students to help each other, enhancing learning through shared experience and building a sense of community. Some of our success story and approved achievements. Many of our MAP participants have shown significant improvements in their grades behavior, reflecting the program's positive impact on their education, increased confidence. The teachers have reported a boost in their confidence, allowing them to engage more actively in their studies, and a clear view, future vision. We talk with them about possibilities, what you want to do, future, and they get to see it so they can understand that they can be it. And this is just a picture to some of our young teenagers meeting the mirror and getting a picture with the mirror. It's like being out with a rock star. So at the grand opening of the library, he was there and he honored our girls with a picture. Qualifications of our mentors. All of our mentors are members of Swing 5 Swing Social Fellowship. We all undergo the FBI background check through the Cleveland Board of Education. We all have college degrees and/or extensive community service experience, and we all have a heart of service. Because Swing 5 Swing is new to the Cleveland area, I did want you guys to understand like who we are. We have a foundation in trust, respect the interaction of our girls, open communication, and we engage our parents a lot. We can't be successful with these girls if we do not try to support and have relationships with their parents also. Ongoing support. Participants are enrolled in the program until they graduate from high school and/or college. We provide feedback regularly. We loop established to help students. We encourage the girls to communicate. One of the things that we tell them weekly, they have a voice also. This is their program, so we encourage them to well, when you're with them all the time, too, you tend to develop those relationships where they are comfortable to talk with you, and continuous parent involvement that we do have. Vision for long-term impact is creating lasting impact. For Swing, we're empowering our youth through mentoring programs to create a significant lasting impact in their lives, and we want to foster leadership with them so that when they grow, they know that they have to and are expected to give back also. And then empowering the future generations so that they can become productive citizens. For some reason, it's no longer turning, but the last page was just, oh, there it is. Thank you for listening to our presentation. And as you can see, all of the pictures were of activities that have occurred since May of last year until current with our girls. We are open for any questions that any of you may have at this point.
Thank you.
Thank
Any
you.
questions from committee?
I had a couple of questions, actually.
Councilman Schlepper, go ahead.
Through the chair. First of all, thank you so much for being here. I was a longtime educator, so this type of work is transformative. So thank you so much for everything that you do.
Thank you.
Can you just share a little bit about some of the numbers and just some of the need? My guess is that you'll always have the need, but what's kind of the enrollment? And then where are you meeting students where they are, or is there kind of a central meeting space for all of you to share?
We have 2 meeting locations. We meet every Friday at FDR School. We meet the girls during their lunch periods. We have 2 groups. Our first group meets at 11:15, and then our second group, the older girls, meet at 12:35. I'm already there, so. The girls, we meet them down, they get their lunch, they come up to us. Then we also meet every second and fourth Wednesday at the Davis. We meet there from the hours of 5 to 7. All the girls are encouraged to come to the Davis. The needs are extensive. We pick the girls up, we take the girls home. We had to do some things that we hadn't anticipated, but we had to do it to make our program successful. We hadn't planned to buy T-shirts, but we wanted the girls to look a certain way when they go out in the community. We had not anticipated ever the principal giving us a space in her school. So we were given a space, so we had to fix that space up so the girls feel like it wasn't just another classroom, but it was a club room when they came in there. The Davis is a beautiful location, so we didn't have to do anything like that. What we also have found, we had to invest in a lot of hygiene kits and different things of that nature. We have also some of the needs, because we will meet on Wednesday, we need to, we have to feed the girls supper because they're there on Wednesdays. Our children, every week we go, we find different needs. A lot of things that we thought we could do, we discovered, and they're really excited, but we thought that a really great incentives because they didn't know their timetables. And these are girls that started 4th grade, so they did not know them. So we thought, what would encourage them to really want to learn those timetables? So we got a bike and we had a scooter, electrical scooter. So they were really excited. So they've been learning, and now most of them know their timetables. But then we discovered they don't know how to ride a bike. So now we have to have a bike clinic, so it's fun, but it's also, it's been really interesting. And then supporting the parents. Some of our parents, most of our parents, they work, and they work exceedingly long hours. So because we meet at 5, a lot of the parents are not there. So having a trust with our parents that we pick the girls up, we can drop them back off, and they know that their girls are safe and comfortable with us.
Okay, thanks so much.
Thank you.
So you heard what I stated before, is this will be read for 3 readings, passed out of committee, and then at the final reading, the council will vote to allocate the funds.
Thank
In
you.
most likelihood. So I'm going to make a motion to move this out of committee to the next full council for 2nd reading.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you so much. Next item.
Resolution number 2025-0098, awarding a total sum not to exceed $35,000 to Food Strong for the Superior Avenue Community Farm Restoration and Development Project from the Districts 3 and 11 ARPA Community Grant Funds.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon. Thank you so much for having me. Appreciate it. Good to see everyone. All right. So I have a slideshow.
Can you give your name?
Sarah
Sarah.
Contanenza,
Thank
founder,
you.
executive director of Food Strong. I think I know that by now, right, Councilwoman? All right. So I have a slideshow just to briefly touch on Food Strong, what we do. I'm going to fly through the slides about general stuff and focus on the Superior Farm. Press the green button, right? Where do I aim it? Okay. Well, 1 in 7 people, 1 in 4 seniors, 1 in 4 children face food insecurity here in Cleveland specifically, and about 40% of Clevelanders receive food assistance. And you'll see this chart here that about 60% of Clevelanders live in an area that doesn't have walkable, fresh food retail access. We call those food deserts, but now we're moving toward food apartheid because of more of the systemic issues. We do it because a lot of these were systemic policies that created these conditions, such as redlining. And if you look at these other maps of adverse outcomes in our communities, it's the same map, which is why we do what we do, because a lot of these conditions are avoidable and reversible if we all work together. Okay, so that's some more maps. You know, lead poisoning, climate vulnerability, disease deaths, right? It's all the same map, no surprise. We're a food sovereignty organization, which basically means we put the power of the food back in the hands of the people who consume it. You know, we're very passive consumers right now, so getting active in gardening and selling food and cooking your food and knowing what's in it is super important to us, and that's what we do with all our programs, including school programs. We're in 14 schools right now. Our mission is to cultivate food justice by building local enduring food systems from the ground up. These are our values. I'm going to just fly through a little bit. This is our map. You'll see the same redlining map. We focus very heavily on communities that have very low access to fresh foods for that specific reason. We move from the disengaged food consumer to active engagement and appreciation for fresh foods. We have 3 main program buckets: youth education, and then community engagement with some of our community programs, and then urban restoration, and that's our on-site farming that we do. We have various programs. I'm going to fly through this part. Our school program, we serve almost 400 students every year, and that keeps growing, even despite the budget cuts, because of the support we get and the fact that we are having really close relationships. So the schools are fighting to keep us in there, and we love working with, we've been at FDR, we love working there. And we have had similar outcomes as other awesome organizations discussed about social emotional learning, attendance, behavior, and team building. Those are some of the major outcomes we're seeing. And we guide our students start to finish through designing, building, planting, maintaining, and harvesting their own on-site school gardens. We do culinary arts, nutrition, and workforce development through the lens of entrepreneurship. So we love what we do. Our kids are super engaged. We fold art into it, STEM. All right, there we go. So, and we teach kids how to use tools, how to build their own gardens, and our students design everything themselves because this needs to be something they have a sense of ownership on. So we guide the process, we don't lead it. We also have our caravan program. Right now we do it every year on a monthly basis in the summer at Coit Road Farmers Market in East Cleveland. We do wraparound resources, lots of music, art, cooking demos, health screenings. It's free for everyone to participate, and participants get coupons to spend on anything they want at that market because we like to support local businesses as well. So some programs, we have youth performances, fitness classes, the whole gamut. And we invite our nonprofit partners to table for free. And our learning garden is right across from the market, and we have about 2/3 of an acre right now there, and we've turned it from a field of weeds in 2020 when the schools closed. We couldn't be in the schools, so we built this space with our students from the closed Iowa Maple Elementary School. All right, and on the left here, you'll see that was what the garden looked like when we first got it, and the rightmost, that's what we've turned it into in 4 years. And it's constantly evolving, and now we sell our food not only at the market, we have a mobile farm stand, and we also are now selling to the Cleveland Metropolitan School District to put in the salad bars. Every school we're in, because of our partnership, gets a salad bar, and our students get to work with that to educate their peers. It's all about peer learning. So some of our other programs. Okay. And then this is what we're talking about today, Superior Avenue Community Farm. This is the former Community Greenhouse Partners site. They donated this land to us recently, and so we've been in the acquisition process, almost complete, and it's a 3-acre parcel, 1 mile away from the lake. So not only is it going to be a great opportunity to serve as our headquarters, but a space for our programming, a space for a community hub and activities and events. And it's on Superior. It's a great location. And we're right now doing a lot of cleanup, community engagement, and initial planning and project design on this site. We have filled up. All right. So the history, just brief, this was in the 1800s a farm, and that's what that old farmhouse used to do, it was a farmhouse. And then in the 20s, it was used for the St. George's Lithuanian Catholic Church. We have actually rebuilt relationships with the Lithuanian community as well. And so this is what it looked like back in the day. We even went to the archives and got some old designs and drawings from the church. And it was an active hub of community at that time, bringing a lot of resources. Then Community Greenhouse Partners had it for just over 10 years and cultivated a lot of produce there to sell, and they did a lot of permaculture on the site. And what we've done since is we've filled up 6 dumpsters already. We have cleared away the rotting wood fence. We've beautified the property. We've brought in over 400 volunteers. We have another 300 volunteers scheduled to be there with us through the end of May when we have our big groundbreaking ribbon cutting event for the new beginnings of this site. And we invite everyone. That's going to be on May 30th. That left pictures the north lot where our farm is going to be. That middle's that old farmhouse, and then the second from the left is that north lot where we have 5 hoop houses total on the property that we will be reinvigorating for agriculture. These are all the different things we'd like to offer there. This is year 1 of our 5-year strategic plan for our organization, and this year is a focus on food. So we acquire a farm, we start building out those hoop houses, we're now selling to CMSD, and we're expanding our farming operations, so it's a perfect fit. We have a 3-phase plan for this site. We're in phase 1. This is when we're doing the overall community engagement to help develop the master plan. We're fundraising heavily right now because it will take a lot of money to do this. The house alone should take about $500K because of the need for new electric. It's knob and tube. We've done a ton of testing already, but we're doing more. We just want to make sure we've covered all our bases. And doing some major preliminary repairs on the church to buy some time while we figure out how to fundraise for that, which will be phase 3. And phase 2 is the farm build out. These are all the pro bono partners. We've had over 400 hours donated to us by Mark Mazzone of Greater Cleveland Construction to guide the process. Desmond Architects have donated preliminary designs of the house. We've had Bridge Builders do a cohort, their lap cohort, to help us with this site plan. Federal Reserve Bank and John Carroll Entrepreneurship Program have helped us design a business plan. And then we've had a ton of other pro bono support. So it's all about taking a village here. Here's some of the preliminary designs for the house that were donated to us. So we're so excited and grateful. This was tens of thousands of dollars of value donated to our organization. That's the farm layout that we've preliminarily designed, just to kind of get the ball rolling on what we'd like to see, but this is all going to be up for change once we fully engage our neighbors. But we wanted to have a starting point to just kind of get the conversation rolling. These are all the donors so far. We've been able to raise $150K since September. So we're out here hustling, but we need every penny helps because, the electric alone is going to be pretty expensive on that house. But it's worth every penny because the historic nature of this 1800s farmhouse is so worth saving. And I hope everyone can come out to get a tour. Here's our ribbon cutting date, lock the date. Everyone in the room is welcome, and we'd love to have you. It's going to be on May 30th. Official ceremony will be exactly at 10:30 a.m. So any officials that come, we'd love you to join us. Put in the golden shovels in our new hoop house that we're going to be growing food to sell to the schools. And we're going to be giving tours, and then in the afternoon hosting listening sessions with the neighborhood to get further feedback about what they'd like to see on the site. And then here's ways to get involved. And I'm open for any questions right now, but your dollars will tremendously help, specifically the house and doing some environmentally sound upgrades, especially around the old windows that need to be either replaced or glazed based on what the quotes come out to be.
Great, thank you. Questions, comments?
I feel like I've got about, through the chair, 40 comments, but I'll keep it brief.
Be gentle with me, Councilman.
No, this is actually incredibly
Thank you.
exciting. I'm an avid gardener myself. I have a 20 by 20 garden on my property, and I got 400 pounds of food out of it last year. So I understand, even just with my own small garden, the impact that a project like this can have. I think it's an interesting intersection as well with historic preservation, site remediation, and all the other different educational components. So that's absolutely incredible.
Thank you.
Just roughly, what would you say from a numbers standpoint, how many individuals is your program touching currently, would you say, if you could guess?
All of the programs, we are hitting over 3,000 people a year. Through our different community programs, we host a ton of volunteer events, and it keeps to grow and expand. This farm site alone, once we announced it, we've acquired so many different other support. And then besides the volunteerism, with our caravan programs, our community events, we get hired to bring our smoothie bike out or culinary demonstrations and experiences in the community. We are continuing to rise, but it's been about 3,000.
And then this is my last question. Is there a possibility to partner with any, let's say, garden centers, Home Depot, Lowe's, to supply some of those types of things that you would need from, fencing and wood and timber? And, I build all my own stuff, so I know how much it's expensive.
It's getting
and how
more,
much
too.
Yeah.
I just had a phone call actually last week with the Home Depot Foundation, and they're willing to support us. We're putting together the paperwork now to help get those donations. Nestle, they bring out, through Nestle Cares, a group of about 100 people every year to us, and they also give us a grant for supplies to support that. So between those two things, and we have a big purchase, we'll just bring a letter of request to ask for even a discount whenever we go to purchase those supplies, and that always, not always, but a lot of times it will result in at least a discount. So that's been helping us too. Thank you.
Great work. A formidable project, and I know you'll get it done.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Thank you for allowing me the chance to be here today. I
Yeah.
appreciate you. I brought a couple copies of these slides if anyone would be interested.
For sure. Okay. Yeah, we've got it. All right, thank you. So I'm going to make a motion that this be moved to the next full council meeting for second reading.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you so much. Finally, 2025-0101.
Resolution number 2025-0101, awarding a total sum not to exceed $10,000 to SOS Strengthening Our Students for the SOS Ignite 360 programs from the District 9 ARPA Community Grant Fund.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thank you. I'm grateful to be here. We have a video presentation.
Can we have your name?
My name is Deirdre Williams. I'm the Executive Director of SOS. This is our new board member, Denise Daniels.
Sorry for my dressed down appearance.
Comes out on another tube and sprays the plant. Gives it nutrients. And in turn, plants can't talk about how plants stay out of the water. Stay out of the water and collect
Hello,
So, what's your name
Antonio.
and what grade are you in?
I'm in 5th grade.
What school to go to?
Yes, the intergenerational school.
And what's your favorite subject at school?
Math,
Why?
because it's the class that has all my favorite people. And also I just like math. My favorite singer/rapper his name is Rod Wave. My favorite sport is soccer. I also play soccer.
I'm gonna teach you about rhythm. I'm gonna teach you even how to read music, okay? And I'll pass out sheets for the reading music portion. But I'm gonna teach you theory, which is gonna allow you to play songs that you wanna play, okay? All right, raise your hand if you played an instrument before in school, okay?
It wasn't in school, but I play the drums.
The drums, okay, what's your name?
Antonio, I helped you bring the chairs up here.
Okay, cool, okay. Okay, all right, cool, you got some talent.
This is pretty hard. I have 8 or 9. I've been bowling all my life. And I beat my dad, who's also been bowling all his life. And he's 53. So, yeah. Come on, Antonio. Come on. Okay, so what's your name?
Hope,
And how old are you?
7,
What do you like best about school?
art.
What do you like about art?
I get to have free time and I get to draw like lots of things that I like. And my favorite sport is soccer.
I like soccer too.
So, what's happening is this creek, it's getting up to this big drop-off, and it's like, I don't know where to go. So the top layer of our waterfall is the sandstone, and it soaks up all the water. And then underneath is this shale. So the water goes through this, and it's like, I don't have anywhere to go anymore. I can't get through here.
We're going to use all of these, and when we run out, we're going to take a little bit.
Dot. I need one of the dots.
No, stand up. Oh, hi. I'm holding. No, we're the same height. Oh, yeah. Dude, I'm an inch taller than you. No, you're not.
Yeah, I seen some people get beat up in my neighborhood.
What do you do when you see that?
I just stay in the house.
It's Carter.
To keep you alive longer. No vaping, no smoking that hurts your lungs. Eat healthy foods. You should try out going on walks instead of vaping and smoking.
That are in like hotter areas like peaches and
Yeah, we have peaches over there with peaches. We have plums. We have apple. Got a banana, 2 banana trees over across the street, but I still don't want you to fall. So step back.
Where's the frog? It's so tentacle. Scary. Where?
It's actually a restaurant and an entertainment center. Yeah. And a test kitchen. You know, do that so you know how to do it for yourself. You won't have to ask somebody to cook you nothing. You know how to cook it yourself or prepare a whole meal for your family.
Sure. I know which one is the one.
Bees in here, that's the whole idea of having the flowers in there, because what do the bees do?
Pollinate.
Right there, exactly. So if you don't, if plants, if your vegetables and fruits don't get pollinated, you'll never have no vegetables.
This is the 5th week of the lemonade, crunchy ice, sip it once, sip it twice. Do we help opening it? Yes, please.
Say, what's your favorite thing so far?
Walking in the waterfalls.
Anything new going on at home?
Oh my God, it's above the water jar. My birthday just passed.
Your birthday? How old were you?
8. Are there Loch Ness monsters in there?
Are there Loch Ness monsters in there? Okay. So, no. You think there's such a thing as a Loch Ness monster?
Yeah.
Well, if there is such a thing as a Loch Ness monster, it's not in Ohio.
Harder. Keep going hard. How fast can you go? Can you go fast?
What's your one thought you want to leave? You want to say?
Stay happy.
Thank you. A lot of our students actually took the photos, but SOS is a 501c3 nonprofit organization, and our mission is to provide innovative educational and life skill programs to children and families. We have been doing it since 1993. Dr. Wanda Jean Green started SOS, and when she retired in 2002, I took over, and I've been executive director ever since then. And we introduced the summer camp experience, because growing up, going to Hiram House Camp, going to Camp Mueller, I realized the value and importance of kids experiencing the camp. And just recently, in the past 2 or 3 years, we've been able to send our kids full scholarships away to Camp Carl for a week. And we were fortunate enough to send a high school student who was involved in a leadership camp. And it really brought tears to my eyes when I went to pick him up, because he couldn't stop talking. He just talked and talked about the experience. So that caused me to want to improve or increase the number of kids I can actually send away for a week for camp to experience that. But in the meantime, we've expanded our actual day camp from 7 to 12. Now this year, we're going up to age 18, because we see the need as it relates to the social determinants of health. So now we are engaging kids in entrepreneurship And we're going to have actual entrepreneurs who started their business, who have been third generation, for example, like Carter Exterminating Company. They've been third generation in this community, and we're going to talk about pest control and the importance of sanitation and the importance of even pursuing a pest control career. We're going to deal with social media. We're going to talk about the impact of social media and how to tell fact from fiction. We're going to talk about podcasts. And we always talk about health every year, and we've had different people from the health organization come and produce and have a program for the adults as well as the kids. So we just want to continue this, and we're expanding it to our kids have doubled. And not only have they doubled in increase, they've doubled in far as the social and emotional learning things that we have to address with them. So otherwise, that's about all I can say, unless you have some questions. I just appreciate the opportunity.
Anything from?
Oh, this is our new member, so maybe she.
I started off with SOS volunteering because I saw they needed help when I went to one of the events. I was asked to become a board member and gratefully accepted. It's been wonderful. Their Soup for the Soul event was fantastic. From that, I've done a spinoff inside of the organization called Mental Health. Where do we go from here? The first year was this year at the Marriott in Warrensville, and we had standing room only just for hearing the mental health. We had 5 panelists that were professionals. They were sponsors, doctors, therapists, and they were.
And the young lady.
Oh, and yeah, we had a young lady that actually wrote a book that was 13 years old in our audience of mental health. So it's overwhelming, and we're going to have another event from that. We've been getting phone calls and recommendations just on that piece alone. So I'm going to continue that. I'm retired, so I thought I would be sitting down at home watching movies, but that's not happening.
No, it doesn't work like that.
No, not at all.
All right. Okay, thank you. Any questions, comments?
Through the chair, I just had a couple logistics questions. Again, thank you so much for being here. I'm not gonna lie, I got a little bit misty watching this. You know, I was a teacher. This is God's work, so incredible things that you're doing. How many students do you serve annually? And my guess is that the potential is probably limitless here.
Started with 12, now we're up to 50.
And probably exponential growth from there.
That provides, and that includes transportation. I mean, our travel has, our field trips was once a week. We now do 5 field trips a week. So, you know, we're growing because the need is growing and people are finding more about it. So our program has to step up to the plate.
Okay, fantastic.
Chair.
Yes.
Just a comment that I know that these kind of programs can be transformational for kids. It just gives them a look into the wider world that they wouldn't ordinarily get, and this can put them on a trajectory to do things much larger than they would have otherwise done. So I appreciate the program and the efforts.
With all these programs, even from today, it should make a huge difference in the world. So, really, it all adds up.
Thank you so much.
Okay. So I'll make a motion that this resolution be moved to the next full council meeting for second reading.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I have no miscellaneous business, and we'll let